Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Live from Silicon Valley, California. This is Success Sadhana. My name is JM, and I welcome you all to a program today where we continue our discussion, deepen your devotion. And today's topic is the power of determination. As you know, our speaker, Vaish, he's on a spiritual trip to India, a spiritual retreat, but he's encouraged to continue to meet to keep the transcendental vibration going. So thank you everyone for joining today so that we can encourage each other. Thanks Vicky, thanks Kennedy, Manu, Teresa. Thanks for joining. I hope you all are doing good today. I'm looking forward to a good weekend ahead. So with that, what I'll do is we'll get started and I'll share my screen. Hopefully, I'm just trying to check. I'm attempting to manage with single laptop first. Let's see if I can do that. Trying to see if okay. Hopefully, my screen is visible. So the today's topic is, as I mentioned, the power of determination. And first, I would like to thank and offer all my respects to all the teachers, gurus, acharyas, who have generously shared all their knowledge and wisdom to all of us. What we are going to discuss today, I'm just going to repeat what they have said. So nothing is mine. I'm just copying and pasting. So thank you for being here with me as we learn from them. So I want to thank all of them as before I begin. And with that, let's take a few minutes to slow down and relax so that we can be ready for our discussion today. So, if you like, please close your eyes and please sit a little straighter than you were a minute ago. Take deep breaths. And as you take the deep breath, please focus your attention on the breath. Please continue to take a deep breath with your attention focused on the breath. And imagine yourself in a lush garden. It's early morning and a gentle breeze carries the sweet fragrance of pure flowers to your senses. As you breathe in, envision drawing in the pure, life-giving energy of this green garden. Each inhale, imagine the scent of fresh flowers filling your lungs, revitalizing every cell in your body. And as you exhale, release any tension, any stress, or any worries that may be weighing you down. Let them drift away like a fallen petal in the breeze. You are surrounded by vibrant colors in this garden. Vibrant flowers, leaves, trees, and soothing sound of nature, birds, and leaves and trees rustle in harmony. As you continue to be great Feel the garden's tranquility seeping into your soul. Imagine a soft, warm light gently caressing your skin. With each breath, allow this radiant light to envelop you, bathing you in its healing and rejuvenating energy. As you exhale, release any lingering negativity, fatigue, stress, allowing it to dissolve into the earth beneath you. Now, as you walk, you come across a peaceful pond. Its surface is as still as a mirror, reflecting the serene beauty of the garden. With each inhale, imagine drawing in the calm and reflective energy of the pond. And as you exhale, release any self-doubt, any inner turmoil, any stress, allowing it to ripple away on the surface of the water. Now, focus your attention on your heart center. With each deep breath, imagine a radiant, healing light growing brighter and brighter, warmer and warmer within you. Feel it expanding with love, with compassion and peace. And as you exhale, send this light out into this world, sharing your positive energy with the all living entities. Please take a deep breath and we chant a few Om mantras to get some transcendental vibration. Take a deep breath in. Om. 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 Please feel the vibration of the Om mantra in your heart region, on your face, and let's be grateful and thankful for this opportunity today to take in this positive energy. And slowly rub your hands, open your eyes, and please come back to the Zoom. Thank you for joining me in the meditation today. Thank you, Kennedy. Thanks for joining. We have see Ram also joining. Thank you, Ram. Okay. So I'm pretty excited to watch the video today. We, as I mentioned, Vaish has kindly sent a very sweet, short message. So I thought, why don't we start by seeing the message that he has sent, and then we'll discuss the topic for today. I'm sharing my screen again, and I'm hoping it's right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for the video to load. Just a second, I'm having issues. Let me try one more time. Nope. Sorry. Technology. I don't think you can still see that. Okay. Let me try another way. This time it works. Yep. Okay. Did I share sound? I hope I did. Sorry. Yeah, I did share the sound. Okay. Okay. So I'm playing. Hopefully you can hear the sound. If not, please just ping in the chat.
Hi, everybody. Just checking in. Journey to India, where I am now at a place called Govardhan Hill. It's a holy place. Behind me is the hill. It's full of trees. And you'll see all around in the panorama as I'm scanning the landscape around Govardhan. It's part of a greater area called Vrindavan, which is filled with temples. Around this time of year, millions of people come to this place for a festival called Kartik. It's considered the most auspicious month for cultivating spiritual practices. And I'm staying at an ashram here. And one realization I've had that I'd like to pass on to you is how important it is to find a time and a place where you can have complete absorption without any distraction whatsoever. Ashrams are for that purpose, and it's important, actually vital, to cultivate the human spirit. So here at the ashram, everyone's on a tight schedule of spiritual practice, and there's no distraction, or hardly any. Of course, there's always distractions in this world for one reason or another. But I'm missing you all and remembering all of you, and hope that your success sadhanas are going on quite nicely. And just wanted to say hello, and I'll check in periodically and let you know how things are going. Keep up the great work and keep the transcendental vibration going. And Haribol.
Yeah. I was really very happy when I received that message today morning. There are a few points I was delighted about listening to this message. But before I start saying, I would like to hear any thoughts that you had from this message.
It was really sweet for him to reach out to us. I know he's busy. He even mentioned ashrams have a tight schedule, and he still found time to check in and even promised to check in again. So that was really lovely.
Yeah, I felt the same thing. I thought he may not, but maybe he'll be still, like a parent. It doesn't matter what, you always find some time for your kids. And I was really very happy and surprised and delighted that he did send this message off. So yeah, despite this, it's pretty hectic schedule. You're absolutely right. From 3:30 in the morning till I think 8:30 in the night. So it's pretty jam packed. So sweet. And yeah, that offer of sending again really inspired me. So thank you. That was a few things I did observe. Vicky, please.
I really liked what he said about making time for absorption and that there are so many disturbances. And during the meditation, I was thinking about that too when you were describing the stillness of the water. And I was reflecting on how the material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. And when we experience disturbances, it's like a ripple and the picture gets distorted. And that's why we experience uncomfortable feelings because there's a disturbance.
Yes, that's right. He did mention that as well. That yeah, he's keeping the distraction to bare minimum, given he has a fully packed schedule, which helps him remain focused. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? Any other thoughts from the short?
It's like a real good, vibrant environment. Yeah, that's really amazing that he was able to show that.
Yeah, that is a pretty energetic charge up environment, given everyone, as you mentioned, millions of people come there. The only purpose is to perform meditation, uplift the environment and consciousness of one another. So in that energy, yeah, it's like even seeing that, just seeing like the beauty behind and all the
Right.
charge up energy, it was very enlivening for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was very happy that he chose to not just the all are sharing, but he chose to share it with us too, that now we are also feeling the same energy.
Yeah, I'm glad he was. I don't know how they did some 360, but I was able to. It was a very nice video.
Yeah, I was thinking like I was trying to think what he's not expert at, like he's expert at everything we already know, but he was panoramically moving kind of, and the camera was still and he was still too. It's not that he's moving. Like if I have to show something else, I will move, but he's not moving. So does he have some, I don't know, a full film crew there, like with some rolling things, like something below which is just moving, like I'm sure there is no production crew there, and I'm very sure he's doing himself. So like, I am like, what are you not at expert at?
Yeah, that was amazing how he did it. So
yeah. Thank you for sharing that reflection. Yeah, I was pretty excited, and I'm looking forward to more of these coming in future. So with that, let's get started. And I'll share my screen. We'll go through a few slides, and please keep it interactive. Please bring up any thoughts and anything else you might have heard or you might have gone through in your life. Any questions, please keep bringing them up so that we can keep it interactive. So again, I'm trying technology, being there in the technology industry for, I don't know, 20, 30 years, whatever. I'm still trying it. Hopefully this time it comes back fine. Yeah, did come back. Okay, getting better at it. So let's skip through it. And
Hi, everybody. Just checking in.
Okay. So let me know if you're able to see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So today's topic is determination and resolute determination. So as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, that despite because we are engaged, our senses and everything else is engaged in so many material enjoyment, we don't have determination to pursue our spiritual goals. And there are a couple of words which are used there. One is the world is full of opulence, like Aishwarya means opulence. And with worldly opulence, when we get attracted to it, and because of which our mind becomes bewildered by so many choices, and that to so many immediate choices, like we can, fulfill our desires now. And because of that, we become undetermined, because maybe we'll just finish this up, enjoy this up, and then get back to doing something which is good for me in the long term. So as Vicky was also mentioned, like all this distractions come in and create the ripples in the our stilled water of mind, which is water of mind, and we can't see our true self or what our true purpose and goal of life is. So one of the important thing to remember is what pulls us away from determination, and what do we need to do to develop that resolute determination. I'm trying to see in my next laptop. I'm not sure if is the screen clear, or I just wanted to be sure, or is the text clear in the screen, or do I have any Wi-Fi issues impacting the clarity of the text in the screen? Was that okay?
It's slightly blurry, but it's legible.
Okay, yeah, hopefully. I'm having two laptops going on, so I don't know if that's causing the issue. Try to see if I can, yeah.
This is perfectly clear.
Was it? Okay, okay. So in Bhagavad Gita 18.33, like chapter 18, the determination in different modes are explained. The first one is a determination in the mode of goodness, 18.33, where it says, O son of Pritha, that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice, and which thus controls the activities of the mind, life, and senses, is determination in the mode of goodness. So when I read this, it definitely talks about how you are engaged, your mind is engaged in mode of goodness, doing activities of higher consciousness. But I also picked up on the word unbreakable, that how when the goal is pure and good, you are able to have unbreakable determination. I was just thinking of the time when like both my kids, like my daughter and my son, when they were young, let's say just 1.5 years, they were no longer in our arms, but they would roam around, like just crawl across maybe, and sometimes we are called to some birthday parties of other children in the apartment complex. We all go together, and of course, as soon as we go, we have to let my son or daughter, just let them down so that they can just maybe crawl around, go and talk to, maybe just engage with other toddlers out there. And the party is going on. There are music, people are chatting, there are food, there is, I don't know, TV going on. There are so many things happening. and everyone is enjoying. Like there are people with children, without children, they're all talking, catching up on life, what's happening in the office, etc. So all that is going on. But as soon as my son or daughter, they are off my hand and they are crawling below, trying to explore, I don't know, the toys which are there, the other kids talking to them. I don't even remember blinking my eyelid from them. I'm constantly watching them. Why are they crawling? They are going on chair. They are getting down from sofa. Are they safe? Are they going to be hurt? Is there any fight going to break out? Or are they having, amicable conversation with other toddlers? I'm constantly, the music doesn't come to my mind. What conversations are happening doesn't come to my mind. The food smell doesn't come to my nose. Nothing. The only thing which constantly, for the duration of time when my child is not with me, I'm constantly meditating on, is that child safe? Is he happy or she is happy? And does he need any help? Should I go in or should I stay back and let him, just explore the world? So that thought came to my mind, that it was unbreakable. It was continuous. It was constant. Same thing when, let's say, we go to playground, like he's trying to climb on the slide, coming down from the slide, jumping from one play structure to another play structure. Everywhere, I'm not watching what others are doing. I'm constantly watching him. Is he safe? Is he happy? Is he exploring? Like constantly meditating on him. And when I was trying to think about that, I was thinking, like, am I being paid by hour? Like, if I watch for an hour, I'm going to get $100. Like, is that the reason I'm constantly meditating, watching him? Or am I expecting him in something in return? Like, what exactly that I expect, that I am giving this undivided, unbreakable attention to my kids? And obviously the answer is love, because I absolutely love my children, and my duty. I'm the father, and it's my duty to protect and have a safe place and make sure my child is happy. So those emotions, the love, the compassion, the duty, the compassion, those are in mode of goodness. And once you are in those emotions, when you're able to absorb yourself in those emotions, naturally you would be able to determine to carry out your actions in that mode. Thanks, Vicky. Please go ahead, share your thoughts.
Thank you. I really like this story. And I was also reflecting on the word unbreakable. Thank you for highlighting that. And I was thinking that in the mode of goodness, if something unfortunate happens, there's still the focus on a higher purpose and sense of duty. So it wouldn't necessarily be something that makes the person feel sad. It would be, this happened for a reason. I have to fulfill my duty, and happiness and distress are going to come of their own accord. And this is part of a higher plan. I was doing this work for a higher purpose. So it's not necessarily attached to me and the results and how they make me feel. And I think that kind of flexibility is what leads to unbreakability.
That's such a wonderful, important point, Vicky. Thanks for sharing that. I was just reminded that when, like, back in 2020, I guess, when COVID broke out, everyone had to lock down, absolutely, because there was absolutely no cure, and you don't know what can be done. We are all stressful. And I remember hearing a news from somewhere in East Coast in US, that a group of nurses actually came together and they flew on a flight because there was some severe COVID break in some city, and they badly needed nurses. And these nurses at that time, putting their life in harm's path, chose to go to that city where we are not venturing out of our house so that we can be safe, we can be alive. They chose no. It's my duty. They need me. I will go and take care of them. So that I couldn't, I mean, at that time, every story which came about, it was so touching. And I was reminded of that how in that mode, you are able to not think of yourself, but actually go and take care of others compassionately and lovingly. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so let's continue with a couple of other points. So next is determination in the mode of passion, which is the next verse, 18.34. But that determination by which one holds fast to the fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion, O Arjun. So this we all are well aware. We are constantly on the go, trying to rush to the next thing. We have got so many things to do. Our to-do list only becomes bigger every day. It never becomes smaller any day. And we are constantly trying to get more. And once we are determined to do all the actions in this mode, it's called determination in the mode of passion. And the next is determination in the mode of ignorance, and that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion. Such unintelligent determination, O son of Pritha, is in the mode of darkness. So this pretty much means there is no determination, in the sense like you are just in lower mode, with very determined maybe to, let's say, remain attached to your addictions or your laziness, etc., and very little determination to rise above this mode. So this is in mode of determination, in ignorance. So if you look at the word determination, it has its root in the word determine, implying there is an end goal, there is an end point, there is something you want to achieve, and it has to happen in a certain manner, and you take some action. But one of the first thing you do is decide firmly, deciding firmly, in the sense, first you decide, yes, this is what I want to achieve, and then you are determined to do all the necessary actions to carry through them so that you can reach what you want to achieve. So if you look at decision itself, and particularly in making the need for a strong decision, because the choices we make, the decision we make, as said by Edwin Markham, that choices are the hinges of destiny. So what you get in future is determined based on choice you make today. And to do that, we have free will to make the choice. We are not programmed like computers, where this is good, you only do this. This is bad, you don't do this. It's not forced upon us like that. It's most we are given free will to make decisions. And there is a reason why it's important that we have free will to make any choice, whether it's good or bad, to make. And the reason is, like if you look at even Bhagavad Gita, when after the entire Bhagavad Gita finishes, and Krishna, the teacher, teaches Arjun everything about how to go about making decisions. In the end, he says, thus I've explained you knowledge, which is still more confidential. Deliberate on this fully, and then do what you wish to do. And that is expression of true love. And that is what Supreme has given us, which is there is good and bad in the world. And we have the knowledge of good and bad in the world that has been given. And after giving all the facilities, all the knowledge and everything, the Supreme has given us the free will to choose what we want to do. And he will accept it, whatever we choose. He will, in the sense, he's allowed us to do it. Same like our children. Like there is a time when we teach them, don't touch fire, don't do this, don't do that. But then as they grow up, there comes a time when, like back in India, they say if your child has grown beyond your, or the height of your shoulder, then you have to treat him like a friend, where you are well-wisher, you definitely take care, share everything, but you let the child do whatever the child wishes to do, and let the child grow through those decisions. Like that, even in Bhagavad Gita, the entire Bhagavad Gita, after having said everything that's said, the Krishna let Arjun decide. Do whatever you think, whatever you wish to do. And if you look at Bhagavad Gita, it's kind of the determination which Arjun received at the end of it was attained through a series of steps or decisions he took in that journey process. Bhagavad Gita itself starts at a time when Arjun was going to make the worst possible decision in his life. So, like at the beginning, when Arjun saw all his family on the other side, and he's supposed to kill them to win back the kingdom, which it belongs to him and his family. He was thinking like, why will I do this? Why will I kill my uncle, my teacher, my friends, my cousins? Why will I do this? That's such a bad thing to do. And Arjun said, having thus spoken to the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. So he said, no, I'm not going to kill any of them. He was like, it will be so sad, they all will die. And it was, if he had chosen that path, it would have been a very bad decision, because he did not do the right thing. So in the beginning, he would have done the worst possible decision. But if you look at, as he went through a series of choices he made, he reached in the end, after 45 minutes of conversation with Krishna, he said, Arjun said to Krishna, all my illusion is gone. My memory has been regained. All my doubts have been disseminated. And now I am ready to fight. I am ready to win this battle, because that's the right thing to do. So in the matter of 45 minutes, with the right knowledge, with the right guidance, he made the best decision in his life, actually, from the worst decision in his life. And if you look at Bhagavad Gita, that's what it is all about. It gives you the tools that enables you to, on a day-to-day basis, how to make the decision so that you can continue your determination and fulfill that decision. Thank you so much, Kennedy. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, I really appreciated, especially that last mention about how the Gita starts and how it ends. Because I've come into the understanding of the Gita that Arjun had to let go of so many attachments in order to come to that conclusion. And he needed to become fully attached to Krishna to make that decision. So it's really this process that we're all trying to go through, and he just happens to do it in the course of a book and so beautifully play it out for us. It's a gift. And it really is, you know, when you read it from many different perspectives, cultural perspectives, familial perspectives, you read what he's saying and you're like, yeah, I don't want to fight my family. You know, and there's context that we don't have from the Mahabharata in the Gita, but, you know, this family had done terrible things to him and he was so compassionate. He just wanted to forgive them and just let it be, go run away to the forest and be a beggar than harm people. But, you know, for Krishna, for our freedom, for our truest selves, our biggest authenticity, our greatest happiness, we do have to fight. We do have to get there somehow. And we do sometimes have to take justice for ourselves, despite living in a world where most of the time justice just doesn't kind of happen. And that's okay, because when we acknowledge it, that can be our own form of justice, because it allows us to detach from these things that we're hopeful with. But then to end the entire story with the best decision in his entire life, where he chooses to fight for himself and the part of his family that he actually kind of wasn't thinking of at that time. the one that he'd been living in the forest with for 14 years and, protecting his mother with, his brothers and his wife and his kid. And what it really came down to for me was the song of God is just that. When I hear a celebrity singing, I'm like, wow, what a beautiful voice. But if I heard God singing, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what a beautiful voice. It's what we get attracted to and attached to. And the wisdom of the Gita and the love in the Gita and the determination to follow that love is incredible. And then on another separate note, you had mentioned the determination in the mode of passion, ignorance, and goodness. I know sometimes in my life, and I get to be led by goodness, but more often than not, I'm led by passion. Can we go into a little bit on what that looks like and how we can catch ourselves if we're determined, but for passionate reasons? Because it's not as healthy.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's always so nice to hear from you, Kennedy. You not only synthesize it, but you say it in such eloquent language that I wish just it keeps going. That's what I wish. So thank you so much for sharing that. And such a important question you brought up, that how should we know what we are operating in? Like, are we in a mode of goodness, or we are getting pulled in by passion, or even ignorance? How to make that? How to understand the difference? It could be so subtle at many times. I think again, what I've heard many times Vaish say is, it comes down to look at the intention. What is the intention of the action you want to take? Do you want to serve your senses, or do you want to serve in a selfless way others and Supreme? So the same action, like if you look at even in Gita, Arjun thought, I am going to kill my family. It was in mode of ignorance. I won't do it. I won't kill. But then Arjun then said, no, I'm going to kill my family. In the end, he said that, yes, I need to kill them because they are on the wrong side. They have done wrong things, and we need to do justice. So the action is still the same. He began trying to kill, but he said it's wrong. He ended, no, I'm going to kill. And he says it's right. So it's not the action, the intention. Are you aligned with the supreme knowledge, the knowledge guiding what is right and wrong? And are you doing aligned with love and duty, etc. in that mode? So once you change the intention, everything you do, if the intention is aligned to what Supreme has said, then it becomes in mode of goodness.
That really changes my perspective on what it means to, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Well, actually, it's paved with ignorant intentions, because that's not the right definition of a good intention.
Well, thank you. I'll put that in pocket. I'll use that next time. Thank you for the question. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I was very ill prepared. I just see that we have 13 minutes, and I don't know about 30 slides to go through. But I had amazing discussion so far. So thank you for that. So I think I'll have to just skim through several of those because each of those is a large story. So I'll try to pray, Vaish, please save me, and see what we can do. So how to get to the best decision so that we can have the determination to fulfill that decision we make. So there are 4 steps or 4 mini decisions you need to take. The first is to challenge. Challenge what success means to you. Is this what success is? And once you're clear what success means to you, once you challenge, then second is consult. Consult with your teachers, with your mentors, and others who know the way, who go the way, and you show the way. Once you've consulted and you know how to go, and you've seen the path, then connect your daily actions, your daily decisions, your daily goals, the small goals, the every minute decisions, the every minute actions to your ultimate goal, to your ultimate decision. Is it aligned with my ultimate goal, or is it going to take me one step further, closer to my goal, ultimate goal of my life, or is it going to distract me, deviate me from that? So try to make sure everything is connected, every decision is connected to your ultimate goal. And also connect with others who are also pursuing the same ultimate goal, because as African proverb goes, if you want to go quick, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together with others who are also on the same journey, so that they can pull you up, you can pull them up. It's neither the destination nor the journey, but the company, which is most important. And lastly, once you're clear what your goal is, once you've consulted and discussed pros and cons, and once you've connected with others who are also pursuing the same goal, have the courage to pursue your ultimate goal. Take that leap of faith, take that jump, and then embark on your goal, on your journey to reach your goal. So those are the steps which Arjuna also took, and we'll quickly skim through those to see how that was achieved. First is challenge what success means to you. Is it the accumulation of wealth, $1 million, $10 million, $100 million, $10 billion, $100 billion? Like what is success? Is that success for you? Or how much power? Do you want to rule your city of million people, county of 10 million people, state of, 50 million people, country of 100 million people, the world, 7 billion, universe, cluster, galaxy? Or is it fame? Like how famous? Like, should the entire city know you, the country know you, the world know you? What if does that make that is that success for you? Or is it luxury? Like I should not do anything for Sunday, weekend, the entire week, entire month, entire life. Is that what success means to you? What is success to you? And if you see how Krishna was contemplating, he said that I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. So even if I get all of that, this grief which I have that I'm going to kill my family, I won't be able to dispel it. So this was not success for him. So like that, when you make decision, when you are trying to see what is success for you, try to think, is it something which others have told and they're wanting to follow, live through the entire life, following what others have told, and then realize, oh, that was a wrong thing you achieved, like you want to be in that situation? Or inquire and make sure you have the right goal and success path in front of you, so that in the end, when you achieve it, you can be happy. Okay, I've already crossed 2 minutes. I've got a lot to cover. So I'll quickly keep moving. Oh, I forgot to change the title of the slide. It's wrong. So, but the point of the slide is, if you look at Arjun, like if, as an archer, when he has to reach a goal, like when he targets, what's the first thing he does? He pulls his bow back. Why? Like if his arrow needs to go forward, if his arrow needs to reach his goal, his target, why is he not pushing his arrow forward? Why is he pulling his arrow back? The answer is, when you pull back, then you are going to generate more focus. You're going to have more impact. You're going to generate more power. So like that, when we have to make a decision what success means to us, we have to pull back from what we know, to reflect, to introspect. Okay, what is success? So what is going to really help me? So we need to do that introspection. Sorry, I'm just going to skip through many of this actually. So that is what Arjuna also did. Like, right, at the beginning of the battle, he told Krishna, Krishna, take me to the center of the battlefield. And he was under such tremendous pressure. Like there were so many people waiting to kill him, kill his family. But he said, no, take me to the center of the battlefield because I want to see all my families who want to kill me. So when he take at that time, that was such a pressure moment. At that time, under such pressure, he took time to identify what his goal is. Like when we say, I don't have time, I can't take time to decide what is right thing for me. It's not about having time, it's about making time. And Arjun made time during that battlefield. And there's such tremendous pressure. If he can make time, we can also make time to introspect, to see what's our right goal. So that we don't regret after attaining the goal, it was all waste. So the first step into making decision is to take time and contemplate, where are you going? I'll skim through this one as well. So he contemplated what his goals were, and definitely his goal was not to kill his family. That's what he decided to do. Then he consulted, right? Like next is consultation. So we need to consult with our teachers and mentors who know the way, that is, they have the knowledge. Second, who go the way, that is, they have practiced, they have applied the knowledge to get realizations, and then show the way. They are compassionate, they are full of love, that they actually want to actually also teach you, so that you can also, like they have become successful, they also want you to be successful. So try to find those teachers and mentors to consult with them. And if you imagine all the knowledge which is there in the universe, what we know is very small slice of it. What we know that we don't know is a bigger slice, but it's still a small slice. And what we don't know that we don't know is the biggest slice of all. There are so many things we don't even know that we don't know. So in this spectrum, then if we have to know what we don't know that we don't know, we need to consult a spiritual source, because the most effulgent answers for our upliftment comes from the spiritual source. So that's what we should dive deeper, so that we can actually make sure we have the right information to take the steps. So in that, if you see, okay, actually even here I've missed to change the title. I just changed the translation. Okay. So the second decision the Arjun made was, now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I'm your disciple and a soul surrendered to you. Please instruct me. So that was the next step he took, next decision he took, that I am bewildered. Can you please guide me? And I realized that I'm hopeless today, that I won't be able to cover today's topic. We barely started. I'm so sorry. I was pathetic in my preparation today, but it's very exciting, actually. I think we'll have to continue next week too. There are so many other good points in this determination journey, which I don't want. I thought I'll rush to it, but no, I even if I want to rush to it, I won't. So I just want to take this last 2-3 minutes and get some reflections, questions on those 2 steps we discussed so far. About anything you heard about Arjun, how he went about finding what success, or contemplating what success meant to him, and the step he took to discuss trade-offs. Please go ahead.
I'll jump in.
Yeah.
I really appreciate getting to go so in depth on these first 2 points, especially since it's always a question of where are we going? You know, we don't know the future, and that gets really frustrating sometimes. And it ties in so well from the jumping off point of last week's question of purpose. And so to start with, you know, where are we going, and then surrender. it's a nice reminder that even with Arjun in the story, his final resting point, even after the war, was always going to be with Krishna. So when he chose to talk to his mentor, who happened to also be his chariot driver and his best friend, it was this perfect moment of just, please help me. And normally it takes so long in a story for someone to get to that point. Usually you watch them go through every frustration. But in the spiritual pursuit, it's so wonderful to see that because there's so little we know, as mentioned in a previous slide, we have to turn to the people who actually know a thing or two. And even in Kali Yuga, we're limited. And so it's so important to find someone who's bona fide and surrender to that spiritual master, and to turn to them and say, I am a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. And just say, whatever you say, I'm taking it. Most people don't have the courage to do that, to rely fully on someone else. And so it's this beautiful and inspiring breakdown of the beginning of the Gita to say, okay, so what comes now? Am I about to be inundated with information? And a little bit, but the way he goes about it is he keeps coming back and saying, there's this option. Here's its here's the great parts of it, the bonuses, the good sides, the pros. And then we pull back and he says, but it's not going to be helpful right now. I'm going to make sure you have all of it. And most of the time when we get advice, nobody tells us that stuff. They only give us half of it or a quarter of it. But to really value someone's time is to do what you're doing today, is to say, here's the information I have. I have so much of it. Don't worry, there'll be a part 2. Don't worry, there'll be another chapter. You know, it's really lovely. And in the determination of getting through the PowerPoint as well, there's so much brilliant instruction that brings us all to the same point, as no matter how you get there, the company matters and we're all going back to Krishna.
Wow, thank you. Thanks for the encouragement and make me not feel that guilty. And as you said, what I'm saying is I'm just repeating what teachers have said. And you're right. Like if you get into a train and you meet somebody, you may strike a conversation with them. And if you ask a person, where did you come from? And if the person says, I don't know, you might be surprised. You should know where you came from. And if you ask, okay, maybe you ignore that. You say, okay, where are you going? And he says, I don't know. That will be concerning. And then you say, okay, what are you doing here? Sitting. He said, I don't know. And if he says, I don't know where I'm coming from, I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know what I'm doing right now, you will think this person has serious issues. Like he really, let's make sure he's safe. Or let's maybe call in some police or psychiatrist or somebody. He's not in a good space. And does that apply to me? Do I know where I came from? Do I truly know where I came from? Of course, I was born through my mother's womb, but was that my starting point? Is that where I came from? Do I know where I'm going? Do I truly know where I'm going? Do I know after I leave my body, where will I go? Do I know? And do I know what I'm doing right now? Is that the best thing for me? So I am in the same state, then I definitely need a police or a psychiatrist or somebody to come and make sure I am safe, because I am right now not safe, because I don't know where I came from, neither do I know where I'm going, or nor I know what I'm doing right now. So you are absolutely right. These are such important questions you should reflect on. And thank you so much for joining today. And I'm really looking forward to continue this excellent discussion next week when we meet. And thanks so much to Vaish actually sending that transcendental message. I'm really eager. I hope, pray he sends one more next week. And as he is keeping the transcendental vibration going back there, let's also keep continuing here. And let's sign off with a big Haribol. Haribol! Haribol! Thank you so much for joining today and keeping the transcendental vibration going. Thank you.